Hey, hi. So in this video, let's understand how to stop the anxious thoughts. Now, typically, why do we get the anxious thoughts? There is always a trigger, a situation. Let's understand if you are contemplating a situation where, you might fail, so the thought appears, what if I fail? Now, if that happens, that creates an anxiety, about the uncertainty of the future as to what will happen. So an anxious loop starts. Now, there could be a physical response to such an trigger where, the body goes into the fight or flight mode. Now, typically when you're in fight or flight mode, you get your body gets very anxious. You might breathe heavy or shallow, and you might have a racing heart. Typically, all of these symptoms happen, when you are into that kind of a fight or a flight mode. So that's the physical response of the anxiety. Now, your brain will interpret this like a threat. The brain is actually looking at all this physical changes in the body, and the brain starts thinking there is some kind of a threat. So then accordingly you remain stuck in that anxiety and the entire loop of anxiousness, because the brain is kind of understanding this as some kind of a threat. Now, what happens next is your behavior. Once you are into that kind of a trigger and all the physical, symptoms that is happening in your body due to the anxiety, so there'll be a certain behavior. Now, behavior will be typically some kind of an avoidance, that you will avoid doing certain activity, and you might go check out your phone and stuff. So you would do whatever it is, but to avoid that situation and that trigger which has just happened, you would go into some kind of a avoidance and some kind of a procrastination. Now, when this happens, you are continuously in that loop. There is a trigger, and then you start, there are some physical changes, and then you start avoiding and procrastinating the situation. So then you go into this loop, which we typically call the why of the loop. The loop persists because our brain learns through repetition every time we solve the anxiety by avoiding the situation. Typically that's what happens. So when you are anxious and when you are in some kind of a stress, just because you want to avoid that situation completely, so that you can stay away from whatever that trigger is. And since you do that, so in the short term you will get some relief, but in the long term, uh, once again the anxiety remains. So the anxious thoughts keep coming back to you. Now, one of the ways that you can address this is, how you can stop your anxious thoughts. So, a quick one that I can suggest in this video is, we have developed these worksheets. These worksheets are self-directed. You can use them and kind of structure your thoughts, and kind of exit the anxiety loop. Now, all of these worksheets are designed with the top psychologists, and they have all been designed using the cognitive science. And so let me just give you a bit of an understanding of how the worksheet is. Now, I've given the download link to this worksheet in the description. You can always download and use this worksheet when you are getting anxious and you're not able to control your anxiety thoughts. Definitely use this worksheet which I'm just about to run you through. This will for sure positively help you to stop your anxiety and your anxious thoughts. Now, see, what happens is, when we are in the anxiety, there is something called the cognitive trap. We our mind has limited bandwidth. So when it is too much into the anxiety loop and stressful and anxiety thoughts, the it is drained. It is typically drained by the chronic worry. So now what happens is the available bandwidth goes really low. It goes into the red. So if you want to do anything productive, anything creative, but then you are constantly in this anxiety loop and the chronic worry, then it becomes very difficult to do anything new. So like I said, the energy drains completely when you are into the chronic worry stage. And so there is this, because creativity requires the willingness to make mistakes. Worry, however, prioritizes safety and certainty. So your brain interprets the ambiguity of a new project as a threat. This is what happens. So then you remain in that. So the loop effect. The more you ruminate, the more you strengthen the neural pathways associated with anxiety. Yeah. You are training your brain to scan for problems rather than possibilities. Now, that's what is happening. So that's where you're stuck and you're not able to exit the anxiety loop. So see, one of the ways you can do this to break the loop, to break the anxious thoughts, is the worry window. So there is this concept of worry window, which you can utilize. Now, what you got to do is you don't have to stop worrying a goal that is often impossible. You really can't, because that thought will keep coming. The anxiety will keep coming. So completely stopping the worry thoughts is absolutely impossible. But yeah, instead you need to contain it. Like build a container for that. So the worry window, so this is a structured approach that delegates your worry to a specific time, allowing the rest of your day to remain clear of high level creative work. So you can use this concept of worry window where you can schedule your window. Let's say, as it's mentioned over here, set a fixed 15-20 minute block every day. So let's say 4 p.m. to 4:20 p.m. is my time to worry. And that's a worry window. I will not worry beyond this. Whatever thoughts come, you can always document it. But you need to tell your mind, you need to train your brain that there is a worry window, and I'll worry in that window only. I will not let my entire day impacted due to that. So, so the postpone step two, the postpone protocol. When a worry arises outside of this window, acknowledge it, write it down, like worry log. Maybe you can keep a book or something, or wherever you can just make a note. Okay, this thought is coming now. So the window process, the step three, during your scheduled 20 minutes, review your list, whatever you've made a note. Often, you will find by the time you reach your window, the intensity of the worry has significantly faded. That happens because you have the delegated time for like a worry window where you will address it. So the intensity of the worry will definitely be much lower by the time you are about to go into that scheduled time. So the hard exit, the step four, when the 20 minutes are up, close the window, physically move to a different space and start new task. You can actually do that. So you have the worry window is done. Now, if you want to master this, there is in this worksheet below, you can actually write it down. So as I mentioned, I have given the link to this particular worksheet in the description. You can always download and practice this. Practice the worry window concept to exit the anxious thoughts. So step one, as I mentioned, schedule a time. Schedule a time for your worry window. What time in the day you have dedicated to address your worries? Capture the worries throughout the day. So you can keep a book handy, or a small notepad of saying, okay, this thought has come, just write it down. Okay, I need to address it. So step three, now, things I can control, things I cannot control. Now, this is an absolutely breakthrough where, when whatever thoughts and worry is bothering you, see, there is always things it's in your control, and there will be things which you cannot control. So write them down. When you write them down, you will understand the things that you can control to tackle this worry and anxiety. You will get the list of it. And then you will get certain things that you cannot control and you write them down. But inevitably, I have seen you'll always get a lot of a big list over here, the things that you can control. Yeah, because the worry kind of brain fogs it. But when you do this exercise, you will get to know that yes, there are things that you can control, which you need to work on. So eventually, in the step four, engage intentionally with each worry. So what you can do is whatever you've written down in the things that you can control, work them out, detail them out. Okay, whatever I can control, put your mind to them, put your mind to it. So now your energy is going towards the things that you can manage. So your anxiety will come down, your stress levels will come down. That would really help you, to work around it. Then in the step four, calm your nervous system. So there is something called a box breathing. Now, box breathing is an amazing technique to calm down your nervous system and then kind of structure your thoughts. So there is a box breathing, which I use regularly, which is this one, square breathing visual. Just write box breathing on the YouTube and you will find a lot of videos. Now, this video is pretty amazing. This box breathing video, it gives you this 4-step, where you take the breath in, you hold it, and then you breathe out and then you hold it. So this way, when you check out this video, you will get to know how the box breathing typically works. So this 2-3 minute video will really help you calm your nervous system. And that's where you can, once you calm down, you can really structure and manage your thoughts. And then you can probably go back to the worksheet again. So this kind of a process will really help you combat your anxiety and your worry thoughts. And, you can exit it. So do try this. Do the box breathing, and download this worksheet. Practice this worksheet regularly. This entire concept of worry window, take this in your schedule, and this would certainly help you stop your anxious thoughts. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this works and helps you, and I'll see you sometime very soon in the next video. Thanks.